So let's start on loops. What are loops? Loops is basically needed when like I want to run a piece of code more than one time. I won't be writing it again and again. What I'll be doing, I'll be using a loop to repeat repeat the line again and again. So there are different kind of loops. Let's start with while loop. So here I need to do int I is equals to 0, and I'll run this loop till I is smaller than equals to 10. And I do system dot out dot println. This I'll do just I, and I increment the value of it I plus plus. Okay, if I run this Java JLoop, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can also do like this. It's greater than equals to 0, and I do minus minus. Okay, so this is the basic loop, while loop, and this is very much used, but more used loops are for. But let's start discussing. The second loop is do while loop. So how it goes is like I int I is equals to 0, and then I do. Then I write something like I just do system dot out dot println, and in this I do I. After this, I add the increment or decrement. Then I do the condition do while. Okay, and I add I is smaller than equals to 10. Right. And I just run it. You see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. But there is one glitch in do while loop. It's not a glitch, it's something which we use usually when we want to run the loop at least one, but if the condition is false, then we don't. Like if I just do 12, you agree that 12 is not smaller than or equals to 10, right? Still the loop will run one time. Okay. Now let's talk about the for loop. What is a for loop? So for loop is a single line loop. Like I want to do the loop in single line. I do int I is equals to 0. Then I do I is smaller than equals to 5. And here only I do this increment and decrement. And I simply do system dot out dot println, and in this I do I. And if I just run this, see 0 into 0, 5. But if you see one thing, this loop is running more than 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? Because I started it from 0 and I'm going till 5, or 5 is equals to 5 and the variable is equals to 5. If I just remove this 5, it would be going like this. But now the maximum is 4. So if I want to do this, what I'll do 1 and I do equals to 5. So it will be giving me 1 to 5. Cool? Understandable? So if you guys remember when we were just talking about arrays, I told you loops are very much useful in iterating the arrays. Like, so let's just iterate one array. Comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. And I see an error because I have to use the util function here. In variable new int. Right? First I define it, but we also have another thing which we can use here. It goes like, apart from using the square brackets, I use this. And if now I write a for loop that int I is equals to I is I equals to 0 and I is smaller than equals to 5 and I plus plus and I just do system dot out dot print ln, and in this I do numbers, and in that I add I. You guys will see that I am getting paid, but I'm also getting error. What expected when main Java long array index of bounds exceeded, because it would be running. Arrays are always from 0 to, like, this one's index would be 0. Index of this element is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So if I do 4, okay, got it? So it's to remember, like, index of array starts from 0. So whenever you get a length of array 5, there are total 6 elements. Okay, but there are always 6 elements. The camera is okay. Now moving forward, we can talk about nested for loops or nested looping, how it goes. So just take this example, and what if I just do add another loop inside this only, right? And here I should do j, and let me just control two values here, I plus j. So many values, right? But if I just do add string, you'll get to know why this happened. So I can't do this. I need to do this. Plus, plus, comma. This will give you the basic understanding of what is happening here. You see, first this loop starts. Okay, so this is at 0 right now. Then this loop starts running. For 0, there is 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Now I come out. Now there is a log of 1. Now again this loop will start. So for 1, there would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it starts 2 because of the outer loop. Let me just add outer here. Help you understand things. You see, outer, then outer, then outer 2, then outer 3, then 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have added a loop inside another loop. So this is nested looping, like we had nested if conditions. We discussed about them, right? Now there is one more thing which we should discuss, like switch case, right? So what is switch case? Switch case is something like if condition only. But before moving to switch case, let's just discuss about another type of loops, like for each loop, right? So what are these? If I have a string of array, right? If I have a string cars and string cars, and in this I defined Volvo, BMW, let's talk about our Tata as well. Okay. So this is an array of a string. That's why I defined it like string. this. Okay. So now if I want to do for, I want these values. I'll just need to do string I colon parse. And I just do system dot out dot println I, and I just console it. You see, follow we are going to data. Simple. So what is this? This is for each loop. This is very much used. Same is for a string. I can go same for string. Let's say integer. I can say for integers. But here, apart from string, I need to do int. From cars, I do. It is still logged. See? So simple. So this is for each loop, and these are nested loops. I don't know why this works. This is iteration of array by loops. This is for loop. This is do while loop. This is while loop. Right? It's formatted. Okay. Now moving forward, let's just discuss about switch case. Switch case is nothing. It's just basically when I have some predefined situations for a single string. We can do same with if else, but sometimes it's better to use switch case because it's better. Okay, so how to give an example of it? What if, what if, what if I want to do int date 4 and I want to check what is the date. What I just do, I just add a switch for day, and if the value is 1, I do system out println I do Monday. Okay, now I have to add different cases for it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I had 2, I had 3, I had 4, I had 5. But you see, I have to add a break here. Okay, if we don't add this break, it will be running all other conditions out. Sure. It's just default is something which is always like it's like else of switch case, but if it doesn't break, it will be shown. Right. See, for 4 I got Thursday, for 1 you get Monday, and as I don't have any condition for 10, I would be getting the default one, Sunday, right? But what if I just remove the breaks here? I just do 1. You see, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. If I don't add breaks here, and I add 5, everything is done. Right, so these breaks are very important in switch case. These breaks are also used in looping, right? And I'm taking you very fast for all of the topics because I want you guys to learn things by making some projects. We'll be starting developing some projects in Java soon. So just keep up with me. Okay, and let's just move forward. How do we use breaks and continue in Java? just pick up one. This is just good. We can do that. Okay, so this is a basic loop, right? If I run this, let's just do this. Two. Alright, what is the issue? And this is ending here, this is ending here, this is ending here, this is extra. Okay, so this is the loop. Now, what if I just add another if condition here? Like if I is equals to 1 and I add a break here. Let's see the difference. You see, as soon as this outer one hit, I got the value of 1, it broke. And this loop broke, so every loop broke. But if I had this here, I have used this, just see the difference. Are you able to see any difference? Try remove this. You see, we had okay, but now I add this equals to 1. The inner loop is only running for 2 times. Okay, and continue means we skip that. Continue. And for this, do better also. Can you see any difference? If I remove this, still the output would be same, right? The output is the same. So what does this continue is doing? Right? Let's just put this back here. Okay. And check it with normal loop. I have to do I. Everything is controlled. So continue is mainly like if this condition is there, we still need to continue the loop. We don't break it. So this is mostly used when I have like if this fails, still I want to continue. Like if I is greater than 7, T1. Do you think this would ever be happening in this loop? I don't think so. This would be ever be happening in this loop. Still, what do you think? Still, it's continuing, right? So I know there could be a flaw or issue in the request or data which I'm getting in the API, and I would be iterating it using loops and showing that to the user. But I know that it could miss some point. But still, I want to show that card to the user, so I use continue. So this is the basics of Java till loops. So let's just continue.